Hi, I'm Dan Chambers of Chambers Law Firm. This is the second in a series of videos that I'm really excited to provide to you that goes over the life of a criminal case. In our last video, we discussed the importance of the initial client meeting and gathering as much information as possible as soon as possible to help you with your case. In this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of visiting the crime scene. Now you may be thinking, wait a minute, we're only on step 2 here. Is it really that important? There's a bunch of other stuff about the case that you don't know yet. Why would you want to do that? Well, here's why. Number one, getting familiar with the crime scene is incredibly important after you've come into the office and provided us with your story so that we can go out and start looking at things like distance, lighting conditions, whether there's obstructions in the way. And the reason that's important is that we all know that crime scenes can change rapidly. They may be putting in a new lane in the next month. They may start construction. They may knock down a building. Things can change rapidly at a crime scene so that if you don't get out there right away, you're not going to really capture what the crime scene looked like at the time. I can't stress the importance of doing this early in the case, which is why it's step 2. I've had cases where after going out to the crime scene immediately after the crime, I've discovered along with my investigator there's absolutely no way the eyewitness could have seen what they claimed they did at midnight on a poorly lit street, for example. So it's also something I can't do alone. My investigator will always go with me to the crime scene visit. Now here at Chambers Law Firm, we don't discriminate between types of crimes and the importance of the crime scene. I visit them for misdemeanor DUIs all the way up through murder cases because the crime scene in any case is important regardless of the charge. So the number one reason is the crime scene can change. The number 2 reason to get out there early is to canvass the neighborhood. We live in a day and age where everything is on camera. There are Ring cameras, Nest cameras, city cameras. Businesses have security and surveillance cameras. They are everywhere in our modern day life. Now, if you go out to the crime scene after the police have processed it, you may find out that they missed some cameras that are out there, or maybe they just didn't want that particular camera view for a reason. But you go out there and you canvass the neighborhood because you may find footage or potential camera footage that the police missed or don't want you to know about. You got to get out there early. That's related to another problem and need to get out there early. What do cameras do? A lot of them? They record over. So if it's a business camera, if it's in a supermarket, if it's in a liquor store, it might get recorded over in 5 days, 7 days. We don't know. So the longer you wait to try to retrieve footage and find out where camera footage might be, the greater the chance you're going to lose that footage altogether. So what I typically do is if I know that it's going to be a case that's heavy with cameras, for example, I will send out a letter to the bar or to the liquor store or to the gas station saying, I represent this person. There was a crime that allegedly occurred. We want you to preserve your camera footage. And we hand deliver the letter so that there's at least written documentation that we've asked them to preserve it. So crime scene visits are incredibly important, have to be done right away to preserve the scene, and that way you can find out whether the witnesses are telling the truth, could they see what they claimed they did, and any other problems that you might be able to develop in the case to prove that you weren't responsible for the crime or to show weakness in the prosecutor's case. Crime scene visit, absolute must. Thank you.